Hey guys, Jote Saint here, coming at you with the Jennifer Bleacher's 10 weight loss surgery question tag video, and I wanted to join in on this list of 10 questions that she posted, and she posted her answers to the questions and asked anybody who wanted to answer them to follow up and tag somebody else. So I didn't get tagged, but I did want to post my answers to the questions because it sounded like it would be something fun to do. And I'm sort of becoming addicted to making these YouTube videos. They're quite a bit of fun to make. They are time consuming, but that's why I can't make them as often as I'd like to. But they are fun. So this is one of my guilty pleasures. So that's like down there, number 2, your guilty pleasure. So yeah, I guess since I lost the weight, I used to be introverted and kept myself away from people and social events. But since I've lost all the weight, the 170 pounds, I really became more of a extroverted introvert. I have a need to put myself out there without really having to do a lot of social interacting. So YouTube is my outlet for my need to be a star, I guess. So number 1, your favorite I'm a totally awesome bariatric patient food or meal. My favorite meal has been the same for 2 years now. It's crockpot pork loin. It's real simple to make. I usually go to my local host Sam's Club. You probably get these at Costco. I get these big 6-pound pork loins, cut them in half. So I take a 3-pound pork loin, throw it into a big crock pot. I think I have a 16-quart crock pot. Throw in some pre-chopped onions and bell peppers that come in a package from the frozen food section. So 3 pounds of pork loin, 12 to 16 ounces of the onions and bell pepper mixture, and throw in a couple of tablespoons of garlic powder, a little salt, let it cook with a little bit of water for, oh man, 5-6 hours. Yeah, that's my favorite meal. It's very easy to alter the flavor of the meal. Sometimes I throw in this Mexican spice mix called Adobo. Adobo is a generic flavor, or a generic name for this spice blend. So several companies make it, and each different manufacturer the flavor of Adobo is just a little bit different. So I found one brand that I like the best. For texture, I like to switch out between using black beans, and when I get tired of black beans, I switch over to green lentils or red lentils. Red lentils are really turn mushy and thicken it up, and the green lentils will hold their shape. So that's it. The pork loin for me does it. It's enough of a chameleon food that you can change it up for the taste and texture, and it never gets old. I've been eating it for, like I said, more than a year now, probably close to 2 years. Still haven't got tired of it. So and the surprising thing was, after the weight loss surgery, after about 6 months, I was able to start eating fibrous vegetables again. Up till then, they were a real problem. My favorite thing is Brussel sprouts, steamed Brussel sprouts. It sounds kind of funny. My girlfriend does not like Brussels sprouts. She likes asparagus. I don't like asparagus because it tastes bitter to me. So, and it looks like a weed. So I don't eat asparagus. I can't eat it. I choose not to because of the bitterness. Brussels sprouts, I've got a microwave steamer. You can use any kind of steamer though. I steam them in the microwave steamer for 10 to 12 minutes till you can poke them with a fork and the fork slides into them easily. Take them out. At this point, I can eat about 15 of them at a sitting. That's a whole meal. That's nothing else but Brussels sprouts. Half a tablespoon of butter on top of them and sprinkle it with salt, and I'm good to go. That's a whole meal for me. I can eat Brussels sprouts all by themselves. That's one of the few vegetables that I can say I truly like eating by itself without having any kind of meat with it. Usually I have to have meat and vegetables together depending on the vegetable. So yellow squash is the other one that I like a whole lot. Just take the yellow squash, slice it in rounds, in circles, or I cut it lengthwise like some of the pickle slices that are made for putting on sandwiches. They're sliced lengthwise. Usually I'll get a yellow squash, slice it in half or into 3 slices depending on how thick it is, put it on a pizza pan, put it on the broiler, let it turn black under the broiler or close to black, or at least brown as I can get it. Flip it over, and it's like 8 to 10 minutes on each side. It'll turn brown to black, and I eat it just with a little salt sprinkled on that. So I guess yellow squash is my other one, my third favorite food or meal, and I can eat yellow squash by itself with just salt on it. My guilty pleasure, it's more like it's not necessarily a guilty pleasure, more like kryptonite, because it's hard for me to pass up donuts. So, you know, most of the time I'm happy with just one donut and I'm done. Sometimes I have to have two, but donuts are my guilty pleasure. I do not go out and buy them. I don't keep them around the house. It's just that it so happens that at work they occasionally will reward the workers with breakfast. They'll bring in kolaches and donuts, and I'll have one donut. Otherwise, I know that how easily I succumb to the donut craze, and that's why I don't keep them around the house. I do not go to the stores and buy them. My other guilty pleasure is, you're looking at it, doing YouTube videos. This is my creative outlet. I really like doing this. As I said, it does take a lot of time to edit and post these. It would be nicer if I had a faster upload speed, but that's what's really slowing me down, is the upload speed. I'm getting better at this, not making as many mistakes on camera, so I don't have to edit as much, but my upload rate is pretty poor, and I can't get any better than what I have. So yeah, uploading takes maybe an hour for a 20-minute video, sometimes a little bit longer, and then it's got a process, so it's hard to do more than one video a day between the editing and the uploading and the recording. And my favorite workout song are Pandora station. I don't listen to Pandora, I don't listen to live streaming music, but I do like my MP3s. My taste runs toward the heavy drums and rock and roll and lead guitar, so my taste will change because I get burned out on songs because I listen to them over and over again. But my favorite two right now, one is called Porn Star Dancing. It's a few years old. I'm sure it's older than that. And the other one is Nickelback's song called Rockstar. I wonder why. It goes back to my needing to be a star. Let's see, your favorite types of physical activity. Well, sex? Yeah. Captain Obvious strikes again. Sex and jogging, yeah. Say, well, sex, well, no need to say why. So, jogging, that's my other favorite type of physical activity, because I'm just amazed that I can jog. The last time I jogged before surgery was in high school, 20 plus years ago, and I ran around the block one time trying to keep up with this girl, and I was hyperventilating for like the last 2/3 of the block. I was hyperventilating really quick. I was overweight since grade school, so I've never really gotten into any type of jogging or running, never been able to. So I was really surprised when I was able to jog after this. I never thought I would. And that goes on to number 5. I never thought I'd ever, and my answer is jog. I really never expected to be able to jog in my life. I have run short distances, 3 to 4 minutes. No, well, not even 3 to 4 minutes. Maybe 2 to 3 minutes at the most. Just one time, just to see if I could do it, and I'd be so hyperventilating and out of breath that I just never thought that I would ever be able to jog like the piece of people in the videos and on the streets. So I was really amazed that I was able to complete the C25K program. Never missed a workout, never failed to complete a workout. It was just really, really surprising. I didn't go into it thinking that I would do every workout. I really expected to fail at it or not be able to complete a workout. So I had to chalk it up to the power of motivation and publicity, because I made it public that I was going to be doing this program and filmed it from the very first day, so I knew I had people who were watching me and expecting me to complete it. So if you ever want motivation, make whatever your goal is public and have people who care about you and want to see you succeed expecting you to complete your goal. That really drove me quite a bit to complete. When I was dragging, it didn't feel like working out. Just knowing that I had people wanting to see me make the next workout and complete it, and were expecting a video, that motivated me on my worst days to keep going, putting one foot in front of the other. So, get down here, number 6, something from your weight loss surgery bucket list you haven't done yet. I think would be getting on stage and performing. I've always wanted to get on stage one time and do like a song. It'll be like lead guitar, play drums. Don't think that's going to happen because I have no motivation to practice guitar or drums, but I would like to get up on stage in front of people as a motivational speaker and just encourage people to go for their dreams. Yeah, I don't want to get too sappy, but that's it. I just would like to tell people that they may not reach their goals, but they may get something better out of it. Number 7, your favorite NSV. It's going to sound kind of funny. I think I have 2 of them. The number 1 is being able to get up and down off the floor without having to rely on a chair or a table. When I was 375, or even when I was 270, I always had to have a prop nearby. If I was getting on the floor, I knew that I was going to need to put my hand on a stool, a chair, something to give me a little extra boost. And now I can get up and down off the floor with relative ease, other than my joints creaking a bit. Yeah, I was really surprised the first time. I've still got this mental block. Every time I get down on the floor, I have this fear that I don't have something nearby that I can grab a hold of and help myself up. And all of a sudden I'm getting up and I'm standing up with one leg. And it's like, I can't believe I'm able to do this. It's amazing. So don't take for granted being able to get up and down off the floor, because when you can't do it, it's really scary, or it can be really anxious. You don't want to embarrass yourself in front of people. You get on the floor and then you have to ask for help to get up. Yep. So number 8, someone from the community you hope to meet someday. Just off the top of my head, there's 2 channels I watch, Cluesy L and Fly Girl VSG. Those ladies are so animated, so their personalities are so out there. I guess they're so extroverted, because I wish I was as extroverted. I wish I had as much to say as they do. I don't talk a whole lot other than these videos, and these are all pretty much pre-planned, so I have an idea. But just talking about my opinions on day-to-day stuff, I don't talk about those kinds of things to other people around me. Not in the habit of doing it. It's very difficult for me to spontaneously get on camera and just give my opinion. So yeah, I would like to meet Cluesiel and Fly Girl VSG. I'm going to put links to their channels in the description down here below in case you'd like to check them out, because they're very animated, they're very fun to watch, and I hope to meet them one day. And number 9, I wish. My first wish is a guilty wish. I wish it was for myself. I wish I had had weight loss surgery when I was 25 instead of 48, and wasting basically 23 years of my life being overweight, not having confidence to go out and do things, not having a social life. Yeah, so I think I missed out on quite a bit of life for those years, being overweight and not having confidence in myself, not feeling like people wanted to be around me. So yeah, that was my first wish. It's a guilty wish. But my second wish is for everyone else. Everyone else that wants weight loss surgery, might need weight loss surgery, but they're held back by their fears of weight loss surgery, their fears of the unknown, whether it's going to hurt, whether they're feeling guilty, or they're anxious about weight loss surgery because they feel like they're taking the easy way out, and they keep hoping that the next diet will be the miracle cure they're looking for, that they wish they could do it on their own, and that's keeping them from having weight loss surgery. I just wish they knew how life-changing weight loss surgery could be, and sometimes you just have to do what's right for yourself. I wish they knew what it was like to be on the other side, so they wouldn't be so hesitant about taking the plunge. So, question number 10, who do you want to tag? My tag would be for Cluesiel and for Fly Girl VSG. They're so animated, I'd like to hear their answers to their questions. And that's about it. This is Joe Saint signing out from VSG land, man. Keep pimping that sleeve.